So today's probably going to be our last CEX trip of the year, potentially. It's nearly Christmas. It's definitely the last one before Christmas. But the weather is just abysmal, and the weather has been abysmal now for like the last 5 CEX trips I've done. I didn't intend to go to CEX today, but my partner was adamant that we need to go to this farm shop, because she really wants to go to this farm shop, and I don't know why she's so obsessed with going to this bloody farm shop, because look at the bloody weather. But can you hear that? Can you hear that? This has been one of the weirdest Christmases ever when it comes to the weather, I swear. I don't know. Let's go. Yay. Also, guys, check this out. Yet another one of my spotlights has begun to dim. I nearly have more dim ones than fully functioning ones. So that's a fully functioning one. That one is not, and that one is. And then if you just look at the others, you can kind of tell the ones that are a problem. It's becoming annoying, because I know that I just know that I'll get them changed and fixed and all that sort of thing, and then the rest of them will go as well. I'm presuming that this farm shop is indoors.
Yeah, but did you see my text?
Oh, it's supposed to stop raining. It's not going to stop raining.
Hey, that's what the weather app says.
I don't care what the weather app says. They
Half
can't.
an hour.
Half an hour? No, not really, because the shop's shut. It's a Sunday.
Yeah, you can leave at 3.
Not
I
really.
mean, do you want to leave now? I want to go.
I'd rather get it done, because I don't want to go. Ruby, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yes, the farm shop is indoors, but also we have to park in the car.
What are you doing? 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 You're so long, you can't get up of your own accord.
Yes, the wriggle.
Well, off we go on this lovely sunny Sunday day. So, Aldi CEX farm shop for some vegetables.
Yeah.
Vegetables. You ever just been sat behind someone and the lights go green and they go, I'm just going to sit here and wait for it to go red again. I swear. I swear. Okay, let's have a look. Do we have Lake Stafford?
We do.
We do have Lake Stafford.
We've got to park over here.
I mean, it's only half as bad as it was the last time.
I feel like it's going to keep coming.
It's going to keep coming in, so don't park over there, but...
Yeah.
And I don't particularly want to walk in the
I
rain.
want to park on this side. It needs to be.
That little fluffy dog. I bet little fluffy dogs hate it when it's raining. Because...
I can park here.
Yeah, you can park there. Be careful of the little... You're going to have to... The little fluffy dog's in the way.
I'm getting out.
Stalemate. Stalemate. Into CX we go. Alright then, guys. So, we're back in our local CX, and there's some different games in here. There's some expensive games in here that are sort of new that are cheaper than I expected them to be. For example, did you guys see that Shadow Sonic Generations game at 30 quid or something like that? I swear to God, that only came out the other day and is generally a usually fully priced game. Like, pardon? There was also that Tomb Raider HD trilogy thing, which I'm very interested in because I think it could be fun to play through those. But I don't know whether to get the PS4 or the PS5 version of it, because I'm almost willing to bet that PlayStation 1 games remastered are probably the same price, the same performance, regardless of whether it's running on a PS4. You know what I mean? If I play Resident Evil 1 on Dolphin emulator, that ain't getting any better depending on whether I use a 3080 Ti or a 5090. Like, come on, surely there's a point of which it's just not going to look any prettier. But yeah, and it's the same price on both, so probably go the PS5. Although I'm trying to use the PS5 for first-party for real games rather than remakes and remasters. I said to myself a few weeks ago, I was like, I'm going to stop buying physical games for the PlayStation 5 that are not actually brand new games to try to make the shelf a little bit more fun. Because looking at my PS5 shelf, and to be fair, I think everybody's PS5 shelf, it is just remakes and remasters, and yeah. But also, that Shadow of the Colossus that I just pulled off the shelf looked pretty cool. I don't know if I've seen it in a real case ever. I think it might just default down to that cardboard case, which, that's a pretty good condition cardboard case. Games of that age on PS2 are often very yellow. Silent Hill 2 has the same curse, where every time you see a Silent Hill 2, it's very rare to see a Silent Hill 2 with a white spine, because a lot of the times they've just been wrecked via Father Time itself. But yeah, I also spotted this, an Assassin's Creed Brotherhood X Revelations collaboration. Revelations always got a lot of unnecessary hate. I liked Revelations. Revelations it's not as good as Brotherhood, for sure, but it is just basically more of the same. Also, check this out. Down there, they've got Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, the DLC for it, but the standalone disc. And the standalone disc costs more than the game, which is crazy. There's a lot of people on the younger side on TikTok that don't realize that Undead Nightmare wasn't a full game because it got a disc release. Same goes with some of the DLC for Infamous. The is it Last Light, I think, or First Light, something like that. That DLC, a lot of people think that is a full-fledged game because of that, but no, it's just DLC that got a standalone release. They could try and make a little bit more money. Metal Gear Solid. They've got some expensive stuff in here today. That CEX trip was a bit disappointing. I went in with a list of like 10 Blu-rays to get, and about half of them were reprinted covers. I don't understand why they've reprinted covers on some that are so cheap, though. Like, there was genuinely 50p Blu-rays with reprinted covers. The way CEX reprint covers is they have to request them and send them off. So it would genuinely have cost more in postage to make that happen than they're going to sell the Blu-ray for. Like, it's why they told me there was some things they couldn't have off me when I traded stuff in before, because it wouldn't be worth them printing the cover. But and yet they've got Mamma Mia 50p.
I mean, what?
All right, we've parked up. There's a bloke over there who's playing a very dangerous game because look at the flood.
He's gonna have to take a really.
He'll be
sharp
fine.
turn.
He'll be fine because he can just take it really sharp up here. But like, if he's here much longer, dangerous game. Well, we're absolutely in the middle of nowhere now, looking for this farm. It's going
I know
dark.
exactly where the farm is.
You say that, and you still got a sat nav on, and you just hit either a small child or the world's deepest Jules Verne journey to the centre of the earth pothole.
That neither of us saw.
I wasn't trying to see.
I was looking. I did not see it. It sounded pretty bad.
It sounded very bad.
Let's hope we've still got a tyre.
I mean, the car didn't make any other noises since.
No loss of pressure noise.
Again. All this for some vegetables
That you're not even going to eat.
that I'm not going to eat. It's the start of a horror film, this is. There's a canal, it's night time, there's farms. They're going to start switching the road signs so that we can't get home. Couldn't do that now with something else.
There's a duck on that one.
Duck yourself.
If you like.
Yeah, we came here during lockdown
Went for a little canal sidewalk.
and had a sausage roll or something, I don't know. Look at all of this. Look at the food. They've got donuts. We love donuts. I wonder if Christmas music's copyrighted. Do I need to voice isolate in here? Maybe. I bet Christmas music here is copyrighted because I bet it's very expensive to license. Bet it costs a fortune. It does look good though. Oh, these sausage rolls? These are some good looking sausage rolls. They're definitely better than yours. Ruby needs to examine the shopping to make sure that it's acceptable. We did get you some stuff too, Ruby, for Christmas Day. Some throat and twizzles and gobstoppers and
Literally, it's a gobstopper.
and tallywhacks. Is this acceptable shopping to you, Ruby? Are we all good? Are we allowing this?
I bet you can smell the wipes. Can they smell through the packet?
Maybe. All right then, let's go through today's CEX haul. Granted, there really isn't going to be much because of how many were just absolute fails. Okay. So, we've got Journey to the Centre of the Earth, because Brendan Fraser is just a sick kind of guy. And this was one of the films that I saw in the cinema with me nan. So, there's like, I think 5 or 6 films that I saw in the cinema with me nan, and getting them on Blu-ray is going to be something I want to do. It's like The Chronicles of Spiderwick, one of the Harry Potters, so we've already got that. Journey to the Centre of the Earth, Kung Fu Panda. I don't know. That's them off the top of me head. Next up, The Sound of Music, because it is a classic. It just is. I also want Mary Poppins. We got Goodfellas. I also wanted to get Casino, because Casino was there as well, which might as well be the same bloody film. But Casino was a reprinted cover, which was obviously not going to go. Although reprinted covers are arguably less annoying on DVDs than games, because they're generally cheaper. But you know, I'm not getting a reprinted cover. Next up is an actual game, because it was on my list and I spotted it. Dark Sector, which was one of the early PlayStation 3 games where you could use the 6-axis controller to control the glaive, this big bladed thing in his hand. Also, speaking of, what I want to try and do is... I'm out of breath because we just ran. There's been hours between the last clips. Look how dark it is in my room now. It also doesn't help that more of my lights are dying, like, by the day. It's actually becoming really quite annoying. But in my new PC, I'm thinking I'm going to put, like, a secondary drive, like a hard drive rather than my SSDs, just for storing gameplay footage, so that when I talk about games, I've got stuff to refer to that I can plug in. For example, just then when I spoke about Dark Sector, I could have had that appearing on the screen and things like that. And I play a lot of games, so I can just have the footage filmed and just stick it on a 16 terabyte hard drive or something like that. It just for reference, and I'm sure it'd be useful for TikTok too. But anyway, let's carry on with the haul. There's only one thing left. So we also got, hang on, Die Hard with a Vengeance. They did have Die Hard 2 as well, but Die Hard 2 was sadly one of those skinny cases. We don't do skinny cases. I was expecting it to be. A lot of the time, those skinny cases is because of something that's come out of a box set. We don't do box sets either, because I think it looks better on the shelf not being a box set. It's this one that needs replacing. So Die Hard 1 and 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance, A Good Day to Die Hard, and Die Hard 4. Realistically, I'm pretty sure the only 3 that matter are the originals, which means it would then take up its same space. Who knows? We saw Die Hard 1 in the cinema just the other day, fun fact. But yeah, that's it for the haul. But now I also have one more eBay delivery to show you. One more steelbook. Okay, so here is the delivery. I don't know why it's so big, because it is one singular game. But in here we have got another steelbook. This one for Resident Evil 5. So anyone's been paying attention, the other day, I think literally yesterday in fact, we got Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 2 Remake on their steelbook versions. The slipcover of this is not in good condition really, but the case is in brilliant condition. For some reason, whenever I come across PlayStation 3 era steelbooks, they're often literally wrecked. I don't know how I feel about the PlayStation 3 being across the top, but that is a thing with a lot of PlayStation 3's steelbooks. The 360 version doesn't have that, but the problem with 360 steelbooks is they're also a lot taller and don't fit the mould. Let me show you something. So if we could come across to the steelbooks, it's strange that Resident Evil 6 has got a white steelbook, but whatever. So if we just move them across, make some space, then we can put the Resident Evil 5 steelbook in. And again, 6 was still PS3 era, so I don't know why it looks so strange, but it's the same height. Whereas if I had the 360 one, it wouldn't be, and it wouldn't look quite as nice in the steelbook shelf. Obviously, Resident Evil 4's original steelbook over here is also taller because it's a PlayStation 2 one. But we do also have the Resident Evil 4 Remake steelbook over here. Nice. These steelbooks are strange. Ones where there's no name across the side. So that's Dark Souls 2, Shadow of War, and Mortal Shell. Have we got any more like that? I don't think so. Yeah, it's just those 4. It's strange when they're like that. Cool. Still got space for, what's that, 2 more maybe on this? Which is good, because Resident Evil 7 and 8 are the Resident Evil steelbooks that I'm missing next. I shall keep an eye out. You know, I said that was probably my last CEX trip of the year, because it's the 23rd, 22nd, as I record this. It probably wasn't, because my partner still has weeks off work yet, and we got nothing else to do. And it's always a lot of fun to travel to places and visit their local CEX while we're there. So like, she goes shopping, I go shopping, it's one of them. She usually goes and looks at bags and shoes. She's got an incredible amount of bags that she doesn't use or shoes that she doesn't wear. It's one of them. We were looking at, you ever seen those under-stair storage things for shoes where you like lift the bottom 3 or 4 stairs up and you can put shoes in? We were looking at that as just somewhere to put them, because we are out of storage. We need a bigger house, but we're probably here for at least another 5 years because it's comfortable. Yeah. What else? So there was a question I wanted to answer because somebody asks it all the time. I can't remember. I'm sure it'll come to me. But if you guys haven't already, do be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you later.